Hello guys and welcome back. Today I am doing my May favorites video and I'm excited. We have a mishmash of everything, some new, some old, some fashion, some fragrance. I will have timestamps below like always so you can kind of skip ahead if you're not interested in a section. And I will also have inserts of me applying this makeup right here, and that's it. Let's get started. The first product that I want to talk about is one that has made my life so much easier. It has changed my day-to-day life, and that is this right here. This is an IPL hair removal device, and this is the ULIKE. I have used this one for about 6 months, so I really was able to test it out and kind of give you my thoughts on it. I am a hairy beast. I have really dark hair, just the way I have it here, it's all over my body. And so I've been waxing and epilating since I was like 13 because I can't use a razor. It's just too harsh. And I was so curious about this device, but very skeptical. So I've used it for about 2 months straight. You have to use it 3 times a week. I think they recommend 4 to 6 weeks, I think. And then you can kind of use it here and there to keep up. But I would like to say that about 90% of my hair is gone. Yes, I haven't shaved in a month on my legs and there's barely anything there. And if you struggle with what I struggled with, like really coarse hair on your body, that makes my life or our life so much easier to not have to shave. And the same on my armpits. I've used it on my mustache and it's been a lifesaver. I absolutely adore it, and on me, it worked incredible. I saw results within, I want to say, 3 weeks. I was able to see results that the hair wasn't coming so fast. Now, there's still a little bit left here and there, and I think that has to do with me not going over the section the right way, or I like kind of skipped a part. But the way you use it is you need to make sure that you are exfoliate and you shave, and then you go with the device, and it literally, you just hold it there and you move it up and it just like flashes. It comes with the device, obviously all the plugs and cords and some glasses, and I think a shaver right here to make sure you shave before, but use the eye protection because this is obviously light and it's really bright, so you want to make sure you protect yourself. It does not hurt, it did not burn. And the only thing that I have to say is that if you use it for a long time, so the device can get quite warm. So if you're doing your armpits, your legs, your bikini, whatever, you may have to like take 5-minute break because the device gets quite hot. And it does have different levels. It depends on the intensity that you need for the type of hair that you're treating. Now, I think I am a great candidate for this because I have light skin and really dark hair. And so the light can really tell the difference between my skin and the hair. This will not work on light skin with blonde hair or on deeper skin tones. There's actually some side effects that you can have, some burns, discoloration. Just look into it before you think about a product like this. But on me, it worked incredible, and it has made just my day-to-day life so much easier because I don't have to shave. One hair product that I have here, this is the K18, the Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo. I use the K18, the mask, and I've been trying to oil my scalp. I used to do it much more consistent a few months ago, but I still do it, and I need a good detox shampoo that won't strip my hair from all the moisture that it has. And so I feel like this does a really good job. It really cleans my scalp, but it doesn't strip it, and my hair doesn't feel like dry after. So this has been a huge surprise. I've heard about it for a while, and I just wanted to use my other detox shampoo that I had before, but I love this one so much better. I mean, it was one of those that I saw an initial difference in my hair. So this is wonderful. I also like kind of touched up my highlights a little bit. You can barely tell them I have it done, but that's what I like. I like very soft, kind of barely there highlights. This will lighten up a little bit just because the color will fade a little bit, but I also wanted something that isn't going to completely strip my color within one wash. So this is a good one. For fragrance, I do have 4 here to mention that I've been really enjoying, and because it's summertime, I was able to kind of pull them out. One is the Tilia Marc-Antoine Barrois, and this, I think I talked about this last month. It is a very summery fragrance. It is just the color yellow in a bottle. It's a very happy fragrance. I actually am gonna pull up the notes. In the top, you have Amber Fix, which makes it a little bit more airy and lighter. You have Lime Blossom, Jasmine. So it's just a very bright in the opening, and then it does calm down a little bit. You have some Georgie Wood, Broom, Heliotrope, Vetiver, and honestly, it smells like summer to me. It's a very happy fragrance, and it's quite intense. I wore this yesterday, actually. I had like maybe 4 spritz, and hours later, I just walked by somebody and they were like, wow, you smell so good. I didn't even stay in their presence much, so it definitely projects, but it's not intoxicating, and it's just a fragrance that I've been really enjoying it. Now, I've accumulated quite a lot of fragrances, and I actually bought a few in the past month. I don't go through my fragrances often. I see some people just using half of the bottle within a couple months, and I'm like, I just don't know how people do that. Just because I have so many, I want to switch my fragrances based on what I wear and the weather and how I feel. So I don't really go through my fragrances and as fast as some of the other YouTubers that I see, but I have used this quite a bit since I got it, and I really, really adore it. Another just classic is Creed Aventus for Her. This is very bright. It has some green apple in the opening. Oh, it smells expensive, but airy, and also very classic. I'm going to pull up the notes real quick. You have bergamot, green apple, lemon, patchouli in the opening. And then you have some musk and rose in the middle. Yeah, a little bit. But it's not, I wouldn't consider it a rose fragrance. I would consider it very bright and citrusy. And then on the base notes, black currant, peach, amber, lilac, ylang ylang. It's just a classic, in my opinion. This is a classic summer fragrance for me. I actually had a 30 ml and purchased the big one because I feel like I'm always going to have this in my collection, and I don't pull it out in the fall, winter. I have so many other fragrances that I want to enjoy that are more woodsy, but for summertime, spring, summer, it's just juicy. And then the last 2, I've actually been combining these. This is the Après l'Amour number 4 from Thomas Kosmala. This is pretty much a Baccarat 540 dupe, just more musky, has more musk in it. It's not exactly the same, but yeah, I find it a little bit more musky. And then the MALIN+GOETZ strawberry fragrance. I think I've also mentioned this last month, and this is such a good fragrance. It works so well with my body, with my chemistry. It is bright and green, yet a little bit creamy and strawberry. It's such an interesting fragrance, in my opinion, and it's not very pricey. This combo is what I've been wearing a lot, and I really like it. I don't know why these work so well. I think the greenness from this one works well with the muskier and more almost spicy notes that you have in this one. This is a very intense fragrance though. You cannot overspray. I oversprayed a little bit one day, and I could tell that it was projecting a little bit more than I wanted to. I've been enjoying this combo right here. The next few items I'm going to talk about are some fashion products. I've really been into fashion. I've enjoyed kind of getting dressed every morning and finding my style, making sure that the jeans that I wear are comfortable yet work with my body type, and just, I don't know, I really enjoy fashion lately, and I'm thinking to maybe do some reels. That way you guys can kind of see my daily fashion. I don't know. Let me know if you're interested, but I have been definitely shopping a little bit for jeans, for sneakers, for just to find my style. And I have a bag here to share with you guys. This was sent to me by Teddy Blake, but I did pick this out. Like, I wanted this bag. This is the bag right here. I've been wanting a kind of lighter cream bag, and when I saw this online, I'll show a picture here what made me choose this bag out of all of them. I just thought it looked kind of chic, and with my style lately, I really like to wear jeans, a white t-shirt, a gray t-shirt, and just kind of accessorize around that. And I don't have a cream bag, and I've been really wanting one. Okay, this is kind of closed. I never wear it like that, just so you know. I always just wear it like this, just because it's easy to get in and out. I really like the leather. It's really soft, but it doesn't change the shape. Like, it holds its shape, which I really like. I usually wear it like this, but it does have a strap. Sometimes I'll wear the strap, I guess. Yeah, if I have the kids holding my hand or something. Also, inside, it is quite velvety, this section right here. I would say that this is small to medium size bag because it does fit quite a lot. That's my daughter's hairband. This is just my makeup bag. This I'm gonna link down below because I have been loving these cases, these makeup cases. They are from a small creator, and she sent me a lot of different ones, but this is the one that I always keep in my makeup bag. Not my makeup bag, my bag in general. This is real leather. It is very luxurious. It is made in Italy. It is created in the same labs that very luxurious bags are created, and it's a fraction of the price than your normal just luxury bags. And I will say that I enjoy bags like luxury, but I have been steering away from any big logos or just a very out there luxury bags. Like, I really enjoy Teddy Blake, Poland, other ones that aren't so in your face but still have incredible quality, incredible leather, are made in Italy or France, or just good quality stuff that are not thousands of dollars. So this is the bag that I really enjoy. Let me tell you the name of it. This is the Gigi Lo Dolorino Gold with like a cream color. I have seen some transfer, like in all cream bags or white bags, you may have a little bit of a transfer, but I was able to just wipe it off with just a wet towel. It came right off. I've never had it stain or anything like that, and I've been using it daily. So yeah, this is one of the purses that I wanted to mention. And I do have another one from Poland. It's like a bigger one. I actually didn't bring it here, but I'll insert a picture right here. It's one of those bags that it's a fit everything kind of bag, Mary Poppins bag. And I really enjoy that for longer trips, or if I have to carry a lot of stuff. I tend to go for smaller bags day to day because I don't like to have a ton of stuff. For example, I have my Kindle with me every single day of my life, and this one, it definitely fits in here easily. So I feel like this size is perfect for me, but the Poland one is bigger. It can be opened up and it fits everything. It fits my laptop. The size that I have is the large size, and it's in that camel color. I absolutely adore it. I've used it so much, and it's another one that is such incredible quality, and it's not, you don't have to pay luxury prices. Both of these are still pricey, don't get me wrong. It's not a $50 bag, but for the quality that you get, I think the price is very reasonable. Another fashion product that I have loved, and I think a lot of people are gonna love, is this cropped jean jacket. It is a little bit, it can be really oversized, but I went to a small. I would say I'm usually like medium, and I chose the small because I felt like it fit me a little bit better. And I like the crop style of this. I feel like I can wear it with dresses. I can wear it with just pants, with anything, honestly. I wore it with a jumpsuit yesterday that, didn't have any arms, like at straps, that's what I meant. And this fits so well over that. And I also have it in white as well, but I have never worn the white, to be honest. I've just been reaching for this color. But yeah, this is another favorite that I feel like it's gonna be used almost daily in my collection. The last few products before we go into makeup I'm going to mention are some jewelry. I get questions about my jewelry pretty much in every single video. There's not one video where I don't get questions about my earrings or my rings or necklaces or things like that. And I have two kind of jewelry that I want to mention with you. First are my earrings. These are from Idyl. Like this chain is from Idyl. This little thing is from Idyl. This one right here. And I have collaborated with them in a different video. This is not sponsored. It's just I can't stop using these products. These are gold and they do have lab grown diamonds. This one is also a petite one, but I got so many questions in my last few videos about where did you get those earrings, and they are from Idyl. I love them. I can't stop wearing them. I actually connected this with a hoop up here. I have two gold hoops. These are from Etsy. This hoop right here is also from Etsy. I go to Etsy for like real gold that I want just simple statement pieces because you don't overpay there. Like anyway, so these all are from Idyl, and I'm going to link everything down below. I don't remember exactly the names of it. I think this is the Apollo chain. I think most people ask me about it. So it has two diamonds in here and then a just gold chain, and I absolutely love it. And then the other product that I want to mention is this one right here. This was actually a gift for Mother's Day. And this is from Mejuri, and these also are lab-grown diamonds with 14 karat gold, and I just really like it. I like to wear it by itself because I think it's kind of like a statement in itself. I don't like to kind of pair it with anything else. And also this one here is like this one's actually real diamonds from Mejuri also. Looking at them, I'm like, I wish this one was lab-grown diamond because it would just be clearer and just better quality overall. So I'm really into lab-grown diamonds. I don't want real diamonds now. You just pay way too much for them. And in my experience, the lab-grown diamonds are just a little bit shinier and brighter. So yeah, this is very special to me. Like I mentioned, it was a Mother's Day present and I absolutely adore it. And I got questions about that one as well. Those are all the non-makeup products. Now let's start with makeup. I guess this is like a skincare product. This is the Fenty Skin. I actually have no idea what this is. I think it's in here actually. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen, and I really like this product. I've been using it almost daily under makeup. It's a great moisturizer. It's not my only moisturizer of the day. Usually I put like an SPF 50 when I do my skincare, and then it usually takes me a few hours before I come and do my makeup, and then I'll apply the Fenty Skin one. I really enjoyed its moisturizing. I like that it has the SPF in there. The smell, it does smell, but it's kind of like nice spa almost like scent, and I really like it. It has worked really well with my skin. And a primer that I came back to, I was lost, yet now I'm found, is my Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Primer. And the reason I kind of stopped using this one is because I don't have much left and I don't want to be without it. But it's such a silly concept because I don't want it to go bad either. So I just started pulling it back up. I've been using it daily, and I have had some issues with my skin where it's becoming quite oily. So I don't know if it's the heat or just my hormones, but I have been finding myself kind of with an oily, kind of glowy base every day, even if I use more mattifying foundations. So pulling this out, it not only just smooths my pores, it also keeps me a little bit more matte in the center. I would love to know some recommendations for some more mattifying primers. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, I've been struggling with my skin a little bit, just having it look a little bit too oily throughout the day. And even when I use more mattifying foundations, I don't feel like it makes a difference. So yeah, I've been using this. It absolutely helps, but it's very expensive. And I would definitely want to find a dupe so I don't have to pay $90 for this. I still enjoy a glow, so don't get me wrong. I just don't want it right here. So this one right here from Forever Glow Star Filter from Dior. I've been using it kind of on my cheeks, and it's a product that I reach for without even thinking about it. Even if I don't wear a foundation that day, I will reach for this and just kind of put it on the high cheekbones, and it just gives such a beautiful, more natural glow. It's not as intense as the Charlotte Tilbury one. I think it's softer. I prefer this one over the Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's more kind of everyday wearable, and I can kind of wear it, like I mentioned, on its own, not as a foundation, just more as a kind of highlighter. For foundation, like I mentioned, I've been kind of struggling a little bit with anything that's heavy foundation. I've been reaching for my Hourglass Skin Tint a lot lately, and I really like it, even though this is glowy. Okay, this is very glowy. This is not the issue that I have with foundations. It's when they're thicker, they just look oily. And so something like this that's soft and barely there coverage, I've really been enjoying because I like that kind of natural glow for within. And this definitely gives me a very kind of blurred effect to my skin without giving a lot of coverage. This definitely has light coverage. And also the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint. This one has less glow than the Hourglass. So I've been reaching for this even more than the Hourglass. And I like that this is a little bit buildable. It's a very smoothing. I would say that this has light to medium coverage. Like I can build it up to have a light medium coverage on my skin, and it's not as glowy. It's still moisturizing, but it doesn't have the glow that Hourglass does. And so it also lasts so well throughout the day. If I had to pick one between these, I would go for Lisa Eldridge right now. But if you're drier, like I'm usually a dry skin girl, okay, I would pick like Hourglass just because it has that glow that I usually like. But for my skin right now, the Lisa Eldridge is incredible. Now the foundation that I have on right now is this one from Clé de Peau. This is the Radiant Cream Foundation, and I've been talking about their just regular foundation many times, okay, that I've used for years. And I've tried this one maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, and I wasn't so impressed. I just felt like it was heavier, and this does have a lot more coverage than the other one, but I've learned to use this one sparingly. So I put very little on, and I love the way this looks on the skin. It does have a glow to it, so it's not a matte foundation whatsoever, but the glow is almost like a mirror. It's not oily at all or glittery or anything like that. It just makes my skin look so smooth, glassy, but not oily. Okay, there's a big difference right there. And this one I can wear even if now that I have more kind of, I wouldn't say that I still have oily skin because it doesn't get oily everywhere. It's just maybe combo, you know, just a little bit of oil here and there, but I still have dry patches throughout. So I have been loving this, but the key, in my opinion, to using this one is to go sparingly. If I over apply, it gets a little bit too heavy for me. This one is in 030. For concealers, the one that I've used the most is the Sisley concealer. This, I've spoke about this here and there, not too much, but I've pulled it out lately and I just can't stop using it. I kind of forgot how good it is. This is in shade 2 and it has a peachiness to it. So I use this one by itself just when I want to correct a little bit under the eyes, put a little bit of my Dior glow on the cheeks, and I'm kind of done. So I don't use this for the most full coverage day. Like I have it on today under my eyes and it works great, but it's one of those products that it's so natural under the eyes and moisturizing. I tend to use this one only under my eyes because it is so expensive, and I think that's where it shines the most. If I put it all over the face, it's just kind of a waste of product. You do get a lot of product here. You get 15 ml, so 0.5, that's half of a foundation. For a concealer, I feel like that's a lot of product, and it's just beautiful under the eyes. I absolutely adore it. Now, if I want to kind of go over and pinpoint some spots, I've had some breakouts here and there, I am back on my Hourglass concealer. I like this under the eyes as well, again, sparingly, but I like to put this kind of just on the spots that need it the most, and it does a great job. It's full coverage. It's not too drying for my dry patches or spots. I just think it's a great one for all over the face. And those are the two concealers that I've been reaching for this month. I don't think I've used many of the other ones. Now, the same cannot be said when it comes to bronzers. We have had so many new bronzers and blushes, and the one that I absolutely love is the Makeup by Mario one. This is the light medium, and it is the bronzing shaping serum. I adore this product. It is so easy to use. I've literally, look how much I've used. I've used quite a bit, and I like that it has an applicator, or you can pump it. I use the applicator. I just kind of dot it all over my face, and the blend. This is so easy to blend into the foundation, into the skin. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I don't see any of the actual shimmer on my skin. It's just beautiful. It's almost like a contouring product for me. And I also have the shade medium, but I reach for light medium the most just because I like the undertone. I just can't say enough good things about it. It is pretty much a skin enhancer in a serum form. So I think a lot more people are going to enjoy applying this rather than the skin enhancer that can be a little bit maybe sticky for some people or too emollient. This does not have that issue. It sets down. I just don't have an issue with this moving or staying wet or anything like that. But how natural it is on the skin, how easy it is to blend in is incredible. So this is my number one product. I have tried the Saie as well, which is gorgeous, but out of these two, I reach for Makeup by Mario a lot more just because I like that serum effect. I actually have a video comparing these two side by side. And again, Saie, I think it's more of a classic kind of liquid, not cream, bronzer, and it's beautiful. I love it. I've been using that too as well. But Makeup by Mario one has this more natural effect that I've been reaching for a lot more. So that's that. And for actual powder bronzers, I have the Armani and the Hermes. These are both very glowy bronzers. Armani, you get a ton of product. I have two shades, the shade 100 and 110, and they are incredibly creamy. It almost feels like it becomes a cream on your cheeks. It is beautiful. I love the glow effect that this has. I like the colors. Right now I'm using 110 on my skin, and this gives me a very bronzy look that has a little bit more red undertone to it. And so it just works for summer. I think it is so beautiful. I think in the winter it's going to be too much for me, but the shade 100 would work for wintertime. This also has a glow in it, more of a golden glow to it. So I think these bronzers are perfect for summer. They're very blendable. The only thing is that they are very pigmented, so you have to be careful going in because you could be applying way too much on your skin. They blend out easy. I have no problem with patchiness, but just be aware that these are very pigmented. Now, the RMS ones are a different formula. I want to say that they may look a little bit glowier on the skin. I'm actually swatching them side by side right now. Yeah, having them side by side, I think the RMS is a little bit glowier, but the RMS has more interesting colors, I would say. The tan lines, yes, this one right here is my favorite, and you can see I've used it quite a lot since I got it, and it is beautiful. It is, like I mentioned, a little bit glowier than the Armani, but they're more buildable, and because they're baked, they're not as powdery as the Armani. So I feel like the formulas are very different. The effect, I feel like the effect is still different. For some reason, the RMS looks a little bit softer on the skin, even though it has that glow. The pigment is not incredibly intense like the Armani, so you can build these up. Let's just say that. You do not get that much product compared to Armani. So Armani, you get 18 grams. With the RMS, you get 6.5 grams. So that is a whole lot. That's 3 times more in the Armani, but they're both beautiful. So I can't decide which one I like better. I probably have to try them side by side a little bit more. But if I want a more intense bronze, I go for Armani. If I want just a softer, kind of very glowy bronze, I go for the RMS ones. I forgot to mention powders, and I have 3 powders here. And I will say that I've been reaching for powders a lot lately, just because I get so glowy in the T-zone that I reach for powders throughout the day as well. So I find Huda Beauty to be the most reliable out of every powder that I have, even more than the Givenchy. The Givenchy, it was wonderful, and it still is wonderful for blurring. And if you have more like dry skin, I think the Givenchy is absolutely stunning. But I think the Huda Beauty is the one that will keep me matte throughout the day, much more than any of the other ones. So I have been reaching for this a lot more. When I was a little bit more dry, I felt like this was maybe a little heavy for me, but now I reach for it quite a bit. I'm tempted to try the Laura Mercier powder now, just because I need the T-zone kind of to stay in place throughout the summer. In that Laura Mercier, I've never liked it. It was just way too heavy and too much for me. So now I'm tempted to kind of go try it. But the other 2 powders that I've been reaching for is the YSL powder, the Hyper Finish powder. I do use this as a finishing powder. I just take a big old brush and kind of spread it all over my face. By the way, I tried these brushes from Morphe, which is very unlike me because I just don't purchase from Morphe. But these are, I actually don't know what these are. I will link them down below. They have absolutely no number. Oh, they do have a number. A14 and A22. A14, I use this for concealer. It's wonderful. And then the A22 is the one that I use the most. It's very fluffy and light. It reminds me of a Wayne Goss brush that I used to have, or I probably still have. I just can't see it there. But this is the kind of brush that I want to apply my powder with or blush. I really like an airy brush for my blush, just because it's just softer and it applies it slowly. And this is a great one. And I want to say both of these were like under $15. So a quick mention with that. But the YSL powder, it's a great all over powder. It looks white, but it's not. It just kind of transforms into nothing. It's very smoothing, nice. It's a good one. And then the other one is the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder. I've been using the pressed powders as well, but I wanted to mention this one just because I haven't used this one in such a long time, and it really is so beautiful. Again, I use this one almost as a kind of finishing powder, and yeah, it's beautiful. I do have to say that the Hourglass pressed powders have also been used. I've just used a lot of powders this month, which is so unlike me. Okay, moving on to blushes. Wow, we have had so many new blushes. Not that we need it anymore. A couple standouts are, in my opinion, these Armani Luminous Silk blushes, mainly this color. This is the 50.5, like the rosy peach, I think. Such a unique, gorgeous color. Like, look at this. It is so beautiful on the cheek. You can build it up, you can sheer it out. It's my new favorite color, and I've been wearing it a lot. Also, the red color from this is gorgeous. So I would say if I were to only pick one blush this month, it would be this one. However, I do have the Kosas blushes as well. And like I mentioned, I still like a glow. I just don't want it in my T-zone. And so these are some glowy blushes. They're powders. They're very beautiful on the skin. My two favorite shades is Dreamland. I actually swapped this one. The initial Dreamland had a lot of glow in it. The marbling was just almost all glowy, so I swapped it. And this one is so much better. The color is absolutely stunning and it has a beautiful glow. I've done a reel with them. It's right there. I've done a reel with them. I've done a whole video dedicated to them. And then the other color is Thrill. Love this color. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, one of my favorite colors. Look at that. Those two colors, in my opinion, are the best. And then the blush that I am wearing right now is a new one from Lawless. I mean, I don't know when it was released. I've had it for a little bit, but this is in the color Gumdrop. So I want to say this was released in the past 2 weeks, maybe. But the formula is so unique. There's actually no glow in this. It reminds me a lot of the formula of the Honest blushes. If you remember them, I used to rave about them, but the ones I had expired and I never purchased them again. But it reminds me a little bit of that formula, that it's creamy, but it dries down almost powdery. And it's very blurring on the cheek. I have two colors, but I have not even opened the other one, the color Angel. So I obviously can't put it here, but this color is Gumdrop. I just have been reaching for this so much. I think it is so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I've actually even added that on my lips in the center. And the longevity, I want to say that they fade, but they still stay throughout the day. Like they'll fade a little bit, but at the end of the day, I will still have some of the blush. It's not the most long-lasting product that I have in my collection, but it's not one that just disappears either. So I feel like it's kind of medium, but the formula is, look at that. It's so blurring, so beautiful. And again, I just take a little bit and just add here in the center. Beautiful. I hate the packaging. The packaging feels cheap and light and very plasticky. I really don't like it, and it's big too. I don't know. I just don't like the packaging, but I really need to open this. This is the color Angel right here. And I just didn't get around to playing with it. I've been loving that color so much, but yes, this is gonna be like a perfect everyday. I can't believe I haven't even swatched it. I haven't even tried it. Here, let me swatch it with you. Yeah, that's a beautiful nudie pink color right there. And then let's swatch the Gumdrop. Obviously, this is a color that I think a lot of people are gonna reach for. So Gumdrop is right here and Angel is up there. Just beautiful formula. I saw online that they have a lot more colors. I'm just talking about the formula right now. It's just perfect. Okay, what else? Eyes. I have barely worn any eyeshadow this month. And if I have worn some, they have been either the Merit Single Shadows, just kind of a one and done. I really like these. Or the Chanel. What are these? The new Single Shadows from Chanel. The three colors that I've worn is 240 Brune, 220 Blanc Pearl, which is the topper, and also the 236 Brune Talpa. These are the three shades that I like the most out of the entire collection. I actually really like the Peachy Rose color as well, but these are the three that I'm showing you today because I feel like they are the most versatile and everyday friendly. The 240 is a beautiful brown that's quite deep but chocolatey, but it's so easy to sheer it out or build up the color. You can definitely build it up quite a lot, and I really like the undertone of this. It has a little bit more red in it than a neutral color, so I think it really works well with just my eyes and my complexion. I sometimes wear this by itself all over the lid, but today I did add a little bit of the 236 Brune Talpa, and this is a more taupey, sparkly shade. It's not too much, and I really like this on its own. However, today I did add a little bit of the 220 Blanc Pearl on top of it just to give it a little bit more dimension. And yeah, I just really like all of these shades. I think they're very everyday friendly. I've been using them quite a lot. If I wanted to reach for something, I would either reach for this or, like I mentioned, the Merit Single Shadows. And I know they are expensive. I know that's a lot of money, but because I have been reaching for them daily, I feel like they're kind of paying for themselves. So those are a few of the eye favorites. Besides that, I think we only have the lips. Oh, I did forget to mention the Chanel Trio. I adore these. Adore these. I have 3 shades right here. I've done so many reviews and reels and things like that with them, but the more I have them, the more I love them, and I can use these on my eyes as well. But for lips, I think I'm going to keep it quite simple. There's a few products that I've been reaching for a lot. 2 lip liners. The Wonder Skin lip liner in Saddle. I am going to swatch it somewhere, I guess right here. It's this one right here. I love the color. It's so, so beautiful. So Wonder Skin makes these lip tints that I've actually been using all the time because I can't train with any makeup on. I can sometimes put a lip stain on my lips and I feel like my lips don't get lost, and the shade Lovely is the one that I've used for a long time. It's actually almost gone, but they came out with lip liners and these are so long lasting, and again, this shade is my favorite out of all of them. I think it's that perfect nudie brown shade that's a little bit cool tone. So it works for me. I'm trying to find the cap. I have no idea where it is. Another lip liner formula that I've discovered are the Kosas lip liners, and I've used the shade Beyond today. I really like the color. I think it is a beautiful, more cool tony pink mauve, but it's not too pink. So I really enjoy this formula. I can blend it in. It stays on really well. The other shade that I really like is Infinite. And this is more of my kind of everyday nuder shade. It is beautiful. Let me actually swatch Beyond next to it so you can see the difference. I hope you can see a difference. In person, this is much more pinker, mauvier. This is more, just a little bit more brownier. And then the other shade is actually in my makeup bag. This one right here, it is the color Supreme. Oh, I've used this so much and I am shocked because it's so dark. However, look how well it blends in. So I've been using this probably the most out of all of them with a gloss on top. I've been using these Armani ones, the most, the shade 07. I've talked about this before, but this shade, I just keep it in my purse. I use it all the time. And then the other lip liner lipstick duo are these from Idyl. You can see I have an obsession because I keep purchasing them until I'm going to have all the colors. Today, I used the color Pink Door in the center, and I usually don't reach for these kind of more pinky shades, but I actually really like this. This combined with the lip liner Beyond is beautiful, but I love this formula. It is long lasting enough. It's not gonna last all day, but it's gonna last even if I have a meal that's not super greasy. I'm gonna still have the lipstick on. But the thing that I think it's very unique is that they are creamy, very blendable, which makes it so easy for me to wear them. I use these on my cheeks all the time. So I've been wearing very little makeup lately because it's so hot. And so I will take, for example, this bright pizza color, you put it in the center, put it on my cheeks and blend it out. And it works so well on your cheeks. They're very, very blendable. Swatch it right there. So you can see that just becomes the most beautiful, just blush. And so I find these so useful. My favorite colors, if I had to pick, I really like the red shade, the shade Case Study. I want to say it's my most used one because I put it in the center of my lips and blend it out. So it gives me that almost stain effect to my lips. And then the other ones, Banquet is another great one, is that beautiful kind of nudie brownie shade. It's not too brown, it's not too cool tone. I'll tell you 2 more because it's like I can't pick. Okay, genre is, I wanted to say my favorite out of all of them. That one right there. I like that it's a little deeper, so I just combine them all the time, all of these. And then the other one is Earthen. Where is it? This one. This is the most brownie out of all of them. But they're all like, okay, they all look very, very nudie brownie. But I really like this one for a more, you can see that it has a lot more warmth in it. And if I spread them out, see, you can see just how easy it is to spread them out. You can kind of see the difference a little bit better there. But those are my 4 most favorite and used colors. Here, I forgot to swipe. Case study. This is a true red, but when you blend it out, it just becomes, look at that, like a beautiful stain. And I usually pair it with a deeper of these browns, either Earthen or Genre. I just love these products so much. They've been created for somebody like me that likes a lip liner. Like, I will always use a lip liner, but you can blend it in and you can use it on your cheeks. It's just such a good, just a great product. Those are all the products that I've enjoyed in May. I feel like there's some really good staple products here, and I would love to know your thoughts down below, and I hope you guys have a good one. I will see you in my next video. Bye.